What is going on, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all doing well. Now, today's first Entitled Parent story is all about gaming. OP's entitled cousin demands to play Roblox on his gaming PC, despite the fact that he says no multiple times, warns her that it's probably going to break his very old and rundown PC, but she just goes ahead and does it anyway. What happens next is pretty shocking. Entitled Mum freaks out because my computer can't play Roblox. First up, some info and backstory. I'm 14 and I've got lots of things I enjoy doing, but most of all is computers. Building them, benchmarking, selling, gaming, all of it I love. Recently though, we kind of lost our foothold in life, which caused us not to have the financial prowess we did before. It was never a lot, but enough. This caused me to sell my computer, and ever since, I've been using a gateway laptop that's very, very old, a Pentium T4200 paired with Vista, so it doesn't run many games. A list of games it can run are as follows: Counter-Strike Source, Counter-Strike Condition Zero, and Half-Life, all at an average of 25 to 49 FPS. So then, onto the story. My aunt comes over with her daughter and her daughter's entitled friend. Now, he's the only one who's really important to this story. Let's call him Nate. Nate comes knocking on my door and then opens it. I'm playing CSS with a few friends who have the game. Nate says, "I was told I could play Minecraft on your computer." Sure, in like 10 minutes, I reply. To the kid's credit, he's very patient and usually quite nice. He came from an unstable home, so I don't entirely blame him. 10 minutes pass, and I can see he's a bit impatient. I had some schoolwork I could do on my phone, so I set him up on Minecraft. The only problem is, my computer is way too low spec to run Minecraft. The only Minecraft I can get to run at a playable frame rate, 40 FPS, was beta 1.7 at tiny render distance. So I got him on the game and then I left, thinking nothing of it. Less than 15 minutes later, I heard a loud banging noise. The kid had changed the version to pre-release 1.17 and blue screen the whole machine. The banging was him lifting the computer and bashing it on the desk. I go into my room to see the issue and I saw the blue screen. At the time, I thought the banging may have been from outside. The rest of the kids were in our above ground pool, and this conversation ensued. "I tried to update Minecraft and your computer kicked me out," said Nate. "Yeah, you're not supposed to do that. I explained to you, my computer is very old and we don't have much money for a new one." This kid always had the best of the best, so he had a nice gaming rig. "Well, I'm bored. Anyway, I'm going outside." Alright. I restart my computer and go back to playing CSS with my friends for around an hour before my little cousin, curse her, comes into my room. Let's call her entitled cousin, as she now becomes important. "Hey OP, can I play Roblox on your computer?" She actually asked nicely for once. "Oh, hey, sorry, but my computer can't really run Roblox." Now, this is half true. It can run very basic games, such as Natural Disaster Survival, but it can't run games that are more advanced. Arsenal, Royal High, Adopt Me. If you try to run games that are more advanced, you'll hit 2 GB of RAM usage, and that blue screens the computer. She only plays Adopt Me and Royal High. "You're lying! I've seen you play Roblox on it before!" Now, I wasn't playing Roblox at the time, I was playing Doom. "No, I've never played Roblox on this." "I'm telling Mum." She starts to storm off, and I quickly realize I'm in deep trouble. I tell my friends what's happening before chaos strikes. The entitled mum walks into my room and says, "Why can't she play Roblox? My computer physically cannot run Roblox. Do you not know about computers?" I do know about computers. Also, can't she just play Roblox on your iPhone? My aunt has an iPhone X, which is more than capable. My phone cannot run Roblox. Your computer obviously can. Look at it. It's 100 times the size," she says, putting her phone next to the laptop, mocking me like a child. At this point, I know she can't be reasoned with, and I just cave and get her on her Roblox account and lay in my bed. At first, my cousin is happily playing Roblox obby games before she joins Royal High. Now, this whole time, I'm on my phone next to her, oblivious. I was actually surprised it was playing at above 15 FPS when I looked at what she was doing. I eventually left my room after 30 minutes because I needed to do the dishes. Apparently, Nate had been inside and was in the bathroom when I walked by, slipping into my room when I left. Now, I'm unaware exactly how long he was in there, but maybe 20 minutes later, I hear another crash. I go into the room and find that they had thrown the laptop onto the floor. I lose my temper and say to get the frick out. I look at my laptop, now on the floor, and see that the display still works, but to my horror, my entitled cousin had opened up 23 Chrome tabs, had Royal High still running, and like 12 YouTube videos, all at 720p, taking up well over 2 gigabytes of RAM. I don't know how it hadn't blue screened, but it obviously wasn't working, because you couldn't click anything. The laptop is junk, yes. But I paid $30 for it, and I scrounged for that money, and to watch them violate my things like this made me upset. I couldn't even turn it off, it was running so slow. It had to have taken 3 gigabytes at least for its slowness, and then my entitled aunt walked into the room and started to get mad at me to compound matters. "Why did you kick them off the computer?" she says, taking my laptop in her arms, trying to click stuff, but it's not working. "Why isn't the computer working?" "Because your daughter and her friend broke it, or they wouldn't do such a thing. They said you threw it to the ground because you wanted to play on it. I believe them. I wouldn't count on what a spaz says." Now that spastic comment actually hurts. I have a low IQ of 67 and autism, and at this point, I really just cried in response. "Learn some freaking manners. We are guests, you insert slur for Italians. We are priority." She throws my laptop onto the floor with force before walking out. My mum heard this. She's barred them from our house now. The laptop still works, but my aunt threw it so hard, it broke the battery and only works plugged into a wall. It runs at like a third of the speed it used to, and now only plays CSS at 15 FPS instead of the 30 to 45. The fans no longer work, and it blue screens every few hours, but I'm hoping to save for a new PC very soon, but it's looking unlikely. Oh man, I'm so sorry to hear that happen to you. Honestly, I know that having like an old rundown PC is one of the worst things you can possibly have. And then to have someone just ruin it on top of the fact that it's already, you know, blue screening, already running on fumes. Why? Come on, that is just so horrible. I know a lot of you guys watching right now probably have PCs of your own, and you know that blue screening and having an old PC is like one of the worst things you can do. But you know, to upgrade a PC, it's a lot of money. I'm fortunate enough that I reinvested some of the money that I made from this YouTube channel back into a nice PC, but for, you know, 2 years of running this channel almost, I had like the oldest PC possible. When I tried to edit, it would just break down, blue screen, I'd have to restart, I'd lose all the video footage and all the files. It was horrible. So OP, I know it feels, and I'm so sorry that, you know, someone has gone above and beyond that and made it even worse. Why? I just hope that you can get a new PC pretty soon. Doesn't have to be amazing, but better than one that blue screens every time you try and play a game at, you know, 60 FPS. Please, I hope you can get one of them. So then, moving on to our second story of today's episode, entitled Mum Tries to Change the Date of a Performance. So, I, a 19-year-old female, have been helping as a student teacher at my dance studio for a few years now, and I've met a few entitled people here and there. But this one really takes the cake. Just a note that this happened a few years ago when I was around 16 or 17 and COVID wasn't around. I have a student, maybe around 8 years old, in a junior ballet class. I will call her Nice Kid, since she's actually really sweet. Her mum, the entitled mum of this story, is not. I could probably write a few more stories on what her mum has done, but I'll stick to just this one for now. Anyways, it's around performance season, and my studio has just confirmed the performance date for the performance. In my dance studio, there are windows outside of the studios so that parents can watch their kids from the lobby. I see the entitled mum waiting outside, and I was a bit shocked, since she was often 5 to 10 minutes late to pick up her kid. I guess that she just wanted to buy some tickets for the show, so I smiled at her and continued teaching my class. When class ended, I saw her talking to some other parents before spotting me and walking over to me. The conversation that happens goes as follows. "Hello, can I chat with you about the performance for a bit?" said the entitled mum. "Of course. Are you buying tickets, or do you just have questions about how things will work?" "No, I wanted to talk about the date of the performance. I can't make it." Oh no, that sucks. Well, if you want, we offer digital copies for parents who can't make it. It costs a little less than the tickets, too. No, see, I want to be able to see my kid perform on a stage. Yeah, but unfortunately, I can't really do anything about that. The only options we have are either to purchase tickets or a DVD copy. Well, can't you change the dates? See, I really want to watch my kid. It's not that hard. No, because the stage has already been paid for and booked, and many parents have already bought tickets. Well, what would you know about this? You're just a teenager. Let me speak to the owner. I sigh and call my boss. I'll call him Ben. I already know that the entitled mum will lose because Ben is scary when he wants to be. I quickly tell him what happened, and he took her to an empty studio to argue, well, chat with her. I don't know what he said, but it ended with her angrily fuming and dragging her kid out of the building. The week after, she actually bought a ticket for the performance. I asked her why she couldn't originally, and you guys want to know why she couldn't attend the performance? She had a hair appointment. I was a little shocked that she had made Ben argue with her over a hair appointment, but I didn't say anything. I don't really know if this counts as being entitled, but I think it does. Sorry, OP, you're not sure if someone requesting to change the date of an entire performance with loads of kids, loads of parents, obviously, you know, going on that date because they have a hair appointment of their own is entitled? Well, let me tell you, it's pretty entitled. I mean, seriously, guys, that has got to be up there. Changing or wanting to change an entire dance performance with loads of kids, loads of parents because you want to have a hair appointment on that certain day. That is mad. I'm sorry. Just rearrange your hair appointment. Who cares? Your hair's probably trash anyway. Crazy. Anyway, guys, that is going to do it for this episode of r/EntitledParents. Really hope you have enjoyed it. If you do want more from me right away, check out a couple of videos that I've handpicked on screen. You're going to absolutely love them. If you are new to my channel, subscribe, turn notifications on as well so you never miss one of my daily videos. And I'll see you guys all tomorrow with a brand new one. Take care.